Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Camera Junkie podcast. Today, so first off, let me start with something. Today may potentially be the last time I do a recorded episode of this. I'm actually thinking pretty heavily about starting to go completely live. That's why I'm starting out in this kind of like new setting a little bit. I'm actually standing here in my bedroom, basically. You can't really see the bed and stuff like that, but you know, it is what it is. So I'm only shooting today on the A7C with the Tamron 17 to 28, and I do have the Sennheiser MKE200 microphone connected, so there's no like regular typical microphone, which I'm getting a USB microphone in the mail soon, and that will all change, of course. I'll have some better content, and it'll be live, so I want to start doing some more live stuff, or actually nothing but live on this channel. I want to make this channel very simple, more interactive, very as interactive as possible. But today, get a little bit of things I want to talk about. A potential roadmap for Sony new lenses that are possibly coming out this year. So I've got a list of them here that are on the list, and I'll leave this link up in the description box below. But it's over on Sony Alpha Rumors, and again, these are just rumors. There's no guarantee that any of these lenses are coming out. There's a pretty good guarantee that one of them's coming out, and we'll get into that. But pretty much anything on Sony Alpha Rumors, and like I said in the past, like if we're not like a couple of days out from this, and one of these lenses we are a couple of days out for, and that'll be the first one I talk about. We actually do have some information on that one, but I'm not going to put the background anymore. I'm just going to kind of do this. So a 50mm f1.2, now G-Master lens. Now that one is actually scheduled to come out. There is talk right now that one's coming out on the 16th, which is just a few days away. What is today? Today's the 12th, so just 4 days away we could be getting a new 50mm 1.2 G-Master lens. Rumor has it it's a quite compact one. Can be interesting. It's not something I'm necessarily interested in personally. I think that 50mm isn't really a focal length that I use much, but a lot of you guys might use it. There's a lot of great uses for 50mm 1.2. I also personally don't really have a use for a 1.2 lens of any sort. I think for full frame 2.8 is right in that sweet spot of where I need. Anything faster than that is not really, not always, but you know, it is what it is. A 51.2, interesting lens, G-Master lens. That's coming out possibly this Monday or Tuesday. So in a couple of days we'll be hearing about this lens is going to be dropping. I'm sure be plenty of videos, and I'll of course do a video on it. A new macro GM lens. That is kind of interesting because focal length is, you know, what's it going to be? Who knows? But a macro lens, I mean, something probably 70 to 90, somewhere in there probably. That's just speculation. There's nothing on this right now. It's just speculation. Maybe like a 2.8 or something like that too. Who knows? Macro lenses, from what I can gather, they're not usually the fastest lenses in the world, but take probably some of the best image quality that you can get. So yeah. One lens that I am super interested, probably out of this whole list, the one I'm most interested in is this 16mm f1.8. I think this is going to be every vlogger's dream, especially with the Sony A7C. If they make this something as compact as the 20mm f1.8. I see 1.8 and I'm automatically thinking this is a G lens and not a G Master, so probably the price is right around maybe $1,000. And that makes this a very interesting lens, to be honest with you, if they keep this thing right around $1,000. Obviously if they can't, you know, it is what it is. $1,400. That's not, I don't think that's that far-fetched to see this thing $1,400. I just hope that with a 1.8, it's not typically these 1.4 lenses are, you know, in the $1,400 range, and the 1.8 lenses are in the under, you know, $900, $800, $1,000 range, something like that. So hopefully, granted, there's only a handful of them. The 35, the 24 G Master, both 1.4s, are around $1,400. The 20mm 1.8 is around $900. So I'm hoping if they keep this thing around $900, maybe $1,000. Yeah, pairing that with this thing right here for a nice vlogging lens, I don't think that's going to be beatable by a whole lot. So yeah, 100mm f1.4 is probably a G Master lens, portrait lens. It's going to be, you know, a niche, very specific shooters, I think, that are going to want to, you know, a 1.4 that's probably going to be around $1,700 or $1,800 if I had to guess. 800mm f5.6. This wouldn't surprise me if this was a G lens, maybe even a G Master. I'm thinking more along the lines of G, because of the 5.6. But you know, this is going to be, you know, a lot of sports photographers, bird photographers, things like that. It's going to be a great lens for those types. Not a lens I'm not really personally not interested in 800mm f5.6. I mean, I wouldn't say I'd totally rule it out, but for the things that I like to do, probably my lens interest is the 100 to 400 Sigma lens. That's something I'm super interested in getting. I've kind of been going back and forth between that and the Tamron 70 to 300. I'm quite interested in a telephoto lens that I don't have to spend an absolute fortune to get. And those two lenses are at the top of my list. I have the 28 to 200 right now, and I'm happy with it. But I went out and shot some bird photography with it for the first time, and I actually kind of quite enjoyed doing the bird photography, and plus where I'm going next, there'll be a lot more opportunities to do that. However, I don't think the 200 was long enough. I would love to have that, you know, 3 to 400, really the 400mm range, I think would be pretty awesome. And then the 24 to 70 f2.8 G Master number 2. I don't necessarily know that this lens is overdue. I think the 24 to 70 f2.8 G Master that's currently out is still a pretty badass lens. And I think if Sony's just trying to make a lens, I honestly could see this not coming out, at least not now, unless they're really planning on redesigning completely the G Master, you know, because there's underneath this is the 70 to 200 f2.8 G Master as well. Unless they're planning on completely redesigning the G Master, which I think that currently they're the best designed pro lenses out there. You know, the 70 to 200 or 24 to 70 and the 70 to 200. Design wise, I think they are better than all the other lenses. Personally, my personal opinion. Other 24 to 70s and 70 to 200s that are available right now from, you know, Canon, design wise. So redesigning these, what are you really going to do with that? Optical performance, they're already some of the most highest optical performing lenses out there. Obviously, Sony's going to make them because they're going to sell. They're going to sell because people want the best of the best, right? So, and okay, so I can in some ways see this because if you think about what they have now, you know, when the 24 to 70 and 70 to 200 came out originally, their highest megapixel camera was a 42 megapixel, kind of an older, you know, not necessarily older sensor, but it, you know, it'd been around a while. So I could see them making this to kind of compete with their 61 megapixel, you know, A7R4, the 50 megapixel A1, you know, potential, you know, A9R or A1R that could be 100 something megapixels. You know, if Canon's going to make these 85 megapixel, 100 megapixel cameras, could put, you know, they're on the horizon. You know, Sony's going to do the same thing at some point. And the thing is to top that off, you know, we're at 8K right now, but at some point, you know, we're going to be at 12K. You know, so I mean, how will those lenses that are currently available perform on those future, you know, cameras? So I'm sure they'll do fine for the majority of people that are out there using them. But you know, when you are the highest and the most professional photographers, videographers, you know, you're making plenty of money, you know, you're going to want the best of the best, right? So I understand completely. So yeah, those are the lenses that are on the map right now. Whether or not they're coming out this year, again, like I said in at the beginning of this video, this is Sony Alpha Rumors. It's just a rumor site. This may or may not come out. They're all interesting lenses. Like I said, they're not all interesting to me, but you know, some people are definitely going to want these lenses. So yeah, Like I said at the beginning of this video, I'm gonna start doing these live. I ordered a USB microphone so that I could connect to this and just start doing these. Just set it, hit go, and I'm gonna edit these a lot less. I'm pretty much just gonna cut the end off and put whatever I need to in here. Not do a whole lot of editing with this, and try to get more and more videos. This channel is kind of growing faster than I expected it to, so I'm gonna try to keep getting on this train and see how far north we can get. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.